The future is a mystery, yet it is shaped by the wisdom of those who came before us. In this project, we dive into the voices of our elders, seeking their vision of tomorrow. Their experiences guide us, their lessons inspire us, and now we are here with Sir Justin, our interviewee, to gain his insight.
So the first question is, what do you think the world will look like in 2050, sir?
uh, in my own perspective, I think the world will look like, after 50 years, it will look like more of new technologies will arise. And it's very, very imminent kasi the change of time and the change of technology is fast-facing. We cannot really cope up, and I think this will cause it will be a double-edged sword kasi in certain societies they can cope up with the changes, and surely they will be more developed, and us who are, or those who belong in the third world countries, I think we will be more of a mas mahirapan nga adjust kasi again, if you remember our discussions when you were in your first year, di ba? The society is always changing, and some societies they can cope up with those changes, and some societies they cannot because of factors are like your technologies, like us in the Philippines, di ba? I have set an example like your iPhone 7 or iPhone 13 here, di ba? Nanginapilad to eh. And in countries who are developed countries, iPhone 13 is already phased out. So, in 50 years more, syempre, we cannot really deny the fact that AI will be more rampant than today.
Okay, sir, since you mentioned that in 2050 that the changes will be more on technology, and how do you think technological advancement will shape our daily life and the industries?
Shape our daily life and industries. This is actually in my, again, this is my perspective. You are always welcome to disagree, but I am a sociology graduate kasi, and so we study the shifts, the changes in the society and all. And in the future, when it comes to technology, we have the topic of 800 lifetime kasi. When I was in college, there was the topic of 800 lifetime, wherein in the 800th lifetime of the human civilization now, changes will occur, and societies will meet certain or different phenomena which is new to us. Like for example, in 50 years ago, we lack social media, the ability to communicate, diba? But after 50 years, we have social media. Now, hindi ko na natin 800 lifetime naman. There's the concept of culture shock and time. Basta it says something about time, and the culture shock, it speaks of when the society meets new changes, and it becomes parang hanam ma-determine no anadizing change. And again, like I said earlier, that some societies they will cope up, and some societies they cannot, and it will change in the change in our daily life. It will be seen based on our interactions. Conservatively speaking, diba? We speak of when we make friends or we make new relationships, especially romantic relationships, diba? Agarin kayo ta babae, diba? Physical interactions like Inkag Arem, Inkag Jibaleda. Now, you can just message the girl, DM, right? We have the DM already, and han lang nga DJ, nag-change pa yung na, iti dating apps. Diba? There are dating apps now. And that's just one facet of the change in our daily lives, kasi that's more on the interactions, romantic interactions. But when it comes to, for example, when it comes to the social cohesiveness of a certain community, for example, since we are in a technological world, mas parang mas adept yun iti pinag-travel, right? Pinag-travel. So certain communities adu iti agmay migrate kanya lang, and that affects the community as a whole, kasi there's no longer the traditional collectiveness of a community. Like for example, Bakara adut Hawaiiano jay do kazay other communities get tight nita da, traditionally speaking, yam tatan, since we are changing, the society is changing, magbalbalin nga shift tayo dito, more individualistic society. Okay?
So sir, what are you most excited or worried about in the future?
Excited. Since I'm teaching history, I'm more excited about the changes that will happen. Like for example, a few years back, we do not have the SM there. Lumabas-labas kita. Siyempre, parang it's kind of nostalgic when you look at the place. Tapos, iba na yung arrangement. I think that's I'm excited more about in the future, but varied in the sense that, again, when it comes to the issue of technology, you see, our learning standards, it's not the standards, but the quality of learning right now is very, very alarming and degrading. Pababa nga nun. And I put the blame e.g. internet. Although I sakmet also sa internet, especially I'm also a student. So, I'm also using ChatGPT, Gemini, but you cannot deny the fact that it lowers and diminishes your quality of education, especially when you always rely on internet or the ChatGPT and Gemini.
Sir, what advice would you give the youth today about creating a better future?
I think the advice I can give is the regularization of usage of the internet. Kasi, again, our generation is prone to technologies, and again, as I said earlier, that there are pros and cons, and I think what you need to do is regulate your usage. Okay? Always put the humanness in the usage of the technology. I think that's the very, very important part of using technology.
The interview gave us the chance to pause and reflect not only on the answers that are shared but also on our own perspectives about life ahead. The interview encouraged us to think deeply about our own path. It inspired us to stay focused on our goals and reminded us to stay flexible and open to change. The future may be uncertain, but what truly matters is the effort that we put in it, the lessons that we carry, and the hope that we choose to hold on to.